Good morning. How are you guys doing?
We're good. We're looking forward to having you back in the city, July 18th at GM Place. You got a few shows under your belt now. How does it feel being back with the guys?
It's unbelievable. I mean, we're playing for, I think, 24,000 people, and so we're kind of blown away by just the numbers and just being up there playing the songs again, and it's magical. And we really wanted to make a record. That was what we were trying to do when I was pregnant, and it just wasn't really happening. So the idea was to not knock our heads against the wall anymore and just go and have fun and get lighten things up and change the atmosphere. And so here we are, and it's been way even funner than I thought, and harder in a lot of ways too. I got the two babies with me, which is just unbelievably hard, but great at the same time, and it's great. So hopefully after this whole thing, downloading all this inspiration, we'll write some new music.
We were going to ask you, so, because, you're playing shows at night, you're a mom, you're very hands-on as a mom. How do you juggle that? And what are the boys in bed by the time the show starts, or how does it work?
They're not, because we have all these different time changes as well, from the East Coast to the West Coast. So right now we're on the East Coast, and they basically go to sleep at 1. So it's pretty hardcore. I mean, when I get off stage and they're there, I'm like, what is going on right now? But
they're mini rock stars in training.
They watch the show every night. That is what's blowing my mind. You would think that after 1 or 2 times they'd be like, oh, let's go play, but they want to watch every night. And all the kids, on our days off, they pretend they're in a band, and we're like, "Oh no, it's going to happen. They're going to be crazy." But
you know what this sounds like, Gwen? It sounds like the makings of a reality show.
Well, I mean, we're living some kind of weird reality out here. This is it's the whole thing's pretty crazy. I mean, who would have thought we'd be doing this still and have all these babies, and we're having the time of our lives.
Gwen Stefani with us this morning, no doubt, is in town July 18th at GM Place. I read an interview that Gavin, your husband, was talking about Kingston being on the road with him, and that Kingston actually is really quite musical. He's picked up, I think he's picked up a guitar, and he's quite good.
I don't think he's playing guitar, but I think most children just love music and want to be singers. I mean, it doesn't even if their parents weren't singers, I just know that from all the years of all the videos that people have sent me of kids and how affected they are by music, and he's following right along with that same old, they have their stage and they play, they pretend. But I don't think it's just because of us. I think that all kids do that.
Well, so he's rocking the do. I think I saw a picture of you in Kingston in one of the celebrity magazines recently, and he's had really blonde hair and his hair all teased up at the front.
Yeah, he got a new hairdo right before we left on tour. We all got hairdos, so we thought a nice summer do would be good.
Now, do you have time with all your endeavors here? Do you have time? Are you still really heavily involved with Lamb? How does that work?
I am actually super involved. In fact, when I get to Montreal, I go through the next collection. I see the next collection because the people. My new company is actually in Montreal, so a Canadian girl now, but. It's really, really challenging because, to have a line like that is something they have to work on every single day, and it never stops because once you finish, you have the next collection, and it's hard. I wish I could put even more time into it because the more I put into it, the better it is every time, and that's better clothes for me to wear. So, but it's hard. I mean, it definitely takes it takes time, and I have a lot of great people working on it, but. If I'm not involved, then it just doesn't really turn out like me. So I love doing it. It was definitely something I was trying to do as a creative project outside of music as kind of more of a backup plan. But right now I'm going into it's my 7th year now. I don't know how that happened.
Do you need a backup plan in case the music career doesn't pan out?
Well, no, I just mean when the music, eventually at some point in the music, I'm not going to be doing this. I would imagine, I'm going to eventually not do it. So I know that I have to be creative in some kind of way to be happy. So I started Lamb, and it's very fulfilling for me. It's really fun in a whole different kind of creative way than writing music. So yeah, I didn't realize that I would still be full throttle in music doing full blown tour right now with 2 babies. I mean, no one could predict that kind of stuff.
It's going to be a great night. July 18th at GM Place, no doubt, is back together. And then once the tour is done, it's time to write an album and then design some more clothes. And then I'm sure there's a solo project, and God, who knows, maybe more babies. It's a crazy. It's a crazy life for Gwen Stefani. We're looking forward to having you back in the city July 18th, GM Place, for No Doubt tickets on sale at Ticketmaster. Thanks for calling in, Gwen. We appreciate it.
Thanks so much for taking time.
Thank you, Gwen. Take
All right,
care.
guys. Bye.